Kia ora and welcome to Janky Smiths. So I hope you watched the last video. If you haven't, I'd recommend checking it out. In this video, I'm just going to go quickly into how you create a tile and a very quick look at the tiling workflow. So let's get started. First, for example's sake, I am just going to create a spline with some nice little curves. Cool. That's all we need. And then I am going to create a tile. So for the tile, I am just going to use a cube. Super easy. Let's just put that origin back to 0. And maybe let's specify the origin of the spline as 0. Done. Enough muttering. Cool. There we go. So we've got a cube, and I'm going to turn this into a tile. So I'm going to go find the spline tile script, and now it is a tile. Now in the script there is a length axis, so this is the local axis of the tile prefab that is being looked at and is orientated towards the length of the spline. And then we also have this length flex min and max amount. And what this does is it allows the scale of that tile to grow and shrink at the ends of the splines to get better coverage over the spline or complete coverage over the spline. So I'd always recommend an amount of length flexing for your tiles, especially if you're wanting to connect to a junction or a attachment point. Okay, cool. So I'm going to call this tile 1. Easy. I'll turn it into a prefab. Let's delete it from the scene because we don't need it now. And then I'm going to create a spline, the spline tiler script. We need to assign the spline container. And then let's go grab that tile and just throw it in. Boom. We now have that cube tile on the spline. What the script doesn't do, or the generation doesn't do, is remove interior faces. So you'll notice that they're still just cubes. So if you're wanting to be really performant, you wouldn't want your mesh tiles to have faces existing where they intersect with the next tile. And that's just about the way that you do your mesh creation. Yeah, I've tried a couple of methods to remove them, but nothing seems to be working well as of yet. Maybe in the future I'll be able to find something that does exactly what I want it to. But yeah, cool. So there's your first tile. Now we're going to make this more interesting. I'm going to create a second tile just by duplicating the first. I'll also duplicate that that box. When you're making a tile, you want to only have one tile script in the entire hierarchy, and that tile script should always be on the object that you want to calculate the bounds of the tile from. Okay, so the meshes boundary is automatically worked out of the attached tile spline tile script, and that is being used as the boundary for your spline. What the system also does is it will go through and recursively look at all of the child prefabs and meshes that are available underneath that parent spline tile, and it's going to include them in the generation as well. So I'm just going to add some some random materials there. Nothing in particular. Let's just do particle is the last one. Whatever. There we go. We've got a tile with 4 boxes now and 4 different materials. So if I go in and add that, click on randomize, turn that on, you'll see that they're also generated and combined into the mesh as well. So this is still creating a single mesh, and it's attaching all those, it's properly assigning all of those materials to the relevant polygons when it does the mesh generation. And it also attaches or assigns the relevant UVs as it goes through. So you'll find that this is pretty powerful for creating complex tiles and speeding up your level design using tiling processes. So yeah, that's pretty much that. Cool. I will do another video just focusing on creating junctions. So I'll see you in that next video. And yeah.